Hi, I'm gonna show you how to knit this Basketweave pattern on a single bed knitting machine. This design has an 8 stitch repeat, and in this example I did my cast on from needle 15 to needle 12. You can guide yourself with the image shown on screen. To knit the Basketweave, you will drop and reform 5 stitches with the latch hook, then skip 3 stitches and reform the next 5 again. Then you will need 6 rows and reform stitches again, but this time dropping from the needles in between the last ones. Let's go through it. First, you will need 2 plain rows. These 2 plain rows will serve as a break between the drop stitches. Then you will need 4 more rows, 6 rows in total. Now it's time to drop the stitches and reform them with the latch hook. So I'm gonna pull out the needles that form the stitch pattern as shown on the chart. So that means I'm gonna pull out 5 needles, then keep 3 needles in and pull out 5 needles more. Then one by one I will insert my latch hook in the 5th loop, drop the stitch all the way down, and then I'm gonna reform all the knit stitches into purl stitches. So that's one, and I'm gonna keep doing that with all the needles I have pulled out. So this is the next one, the 5th loop. I drop the stitches, and then I'm gonna reform them into purl stitches going up. Another one, the 5th loop, you drop the stitch all the way down, and you wanna ladder it up until you arrive at the needle again. The 5th loop, you drop the stitch, the yarn split up a bit here, so I'm just gonna pull it out and grab it again like this and reform the stitches again. When I get to the top, I find it easier to pull out the needle a little bit like this and grab the loop. And for the last needle in this section, the same thing. I grab the 5th loop, I ladder it up, pull out my needle and grab the loop. You will continue this pattern all the way across, skipping 3 stitches in between. Once I'm done reforming these stitches, I'm gonna need 2 more rows, and I'm gonna keep repeating the drop stitch design, but I'm gonna stagger it so it looks like a checkerboard at the end. You can see how it's done in the chart at the beginning. So almost done there. Just one more. Pick up the 5th loop, drop the stitch, and pick up all the stitches, reforming them into purls. Okay, I needed 6 more rows, so now it's time to reform the stitches again. So once more I will drop the stitch all the way through and pick up all the ladders going up, reforming the knits into purls. Pick up the 5th loop, put the latch hook in, drop the stitch, and you're gonna pick up 4 floats. So pick up the 4 floats and grab the stitch. Once again, pick up the 5th loop, drop the stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and grab the loop, and that's it. So this is how my swatch turned out. As you can see, it's a very tri-dimensional fabric. It's super stretchy, and you can knit this up on any knitting machine. I needed this sample on my medium gauge plastic bed, but I also needed this other sample on my standard gauge machine. As you can see, both look very good, and you can use this stitch pattern on anything you would like. like a scarf or a sweater, anything really. So that's it. Thanks for watching.